This is for my special friend, fellow kefir lover. See, I have David from the Lost Boys. Still want a Jack Bauer if they make them, though. I'll have to look into that. Hi, everyone. I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. I got Eric here. The only reason some of y'all watch me.
I know this is the same shirt I had on in the last video. You probably think I wear the same thing
The last
day.
two videos.
Last two videos.
We've got nothing Bundt cake, Bundtinis to taste test.
And I have to point out, puns were once the highest form of humor.
And these kind of got a little mushed up. I'm not sure what the two flavors are here, but I guess we can start with this one. Look at how cute and adorable it is. It got a little mushed, but I love their frosting. But there it is. You want a Lady in the Tramp it?
No.
Okay, I'll just have a bite of it, and then he can have a bite of it.
You gotta have a big mouth.
That's like lemon. Lemon?
Is this a guess the flavor video?
No, but I don't know what flavor that is, so. I think that's lemon.
Maybe. Getting a big hit of kiwi.
It's pretty good. I think it's lemon, though. And this is some kind of raspberry thing.
I guess that's the thing with icing now. You just have a big chunk on top of whatever you're
Big
eating.
blob. a squirt of icing. Do you want a Lady in the Tramp
Icing
it?
is a separate little chunk.
You want a Lady in the Tramp it?
No.
Okay.
Negative.
Still doesn't want to do that.
It's got to be spaghetti. That was spaghetti, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was like a raspberry. Oh, look, there's something in there. I think that's raspberry.
Pretty good. I like that one better.
I do too. Now we've got this one.
That first one was just kind of generic tasting. It kind of reminded me of the cake in high school. And it was just called cake.
This is chocolate. You want Lady in the Tramp it?
No. It's too small to Lady in the Tramp. I have to get too close to your face.
I don't like that.
Is it chocolate?
It has chocolate chips in it. I don't like that. I don't like cake with chocolate chips in it. It's weird.
I do.
I know that that's not a popular opinion, but I don't like cake with chocolate chips in it.
That used to be my favorite cake flavor, just like a box of chocolate chip, and you could get the chocolate chip frosting too. Remember?
Remember, Eric? Remember? Okay. So far, I like the second one best. But that is probably going to change because it is my favorite red velvet. Debbie hates red velvet.
What kind of
She says it's
woman hates
disgusting.
red velvet?
She says it's disgusting.
I thought all females loved red velvet. It's a rule. Am I allowed to say that?
Sure. Maybe, I don't know. Fox News probably told her it was bad. That's where she gets all of her.
Probably.
That's where she gets all of her opinions from. Because she doesn't like Adele. She doesn't think Adele is talented. I'm like, okay, I can see it if you don't think like.
Is she gonna see this video?
Probably not. She doesn't care. I'm sorry. Adele is talented.
She's pretty talented.
You want a Lady and the Trampet?
Nope. Still don't. I like her Bob Dylan cover.
Oh,
You know the one, right?
Not no.
Yeah, that's the one. That's got chunks in it too. Is that like?
I didn't get any
Did yours
chunks.
have a chunk?
I did not get any
I
chunks.
think it was like a white chocolate chunk or something.
Oh, maybe it's in the frosting or something. I didn't get a big hit of frosting.
They all tasted vaguely the same. They don't have a real strong individual flavor. Is what I'm saying.
Remember Doc Vader? When he's like, all I wanted was a nothing Bundt cake. I have a decubitus on my buttocks, and it pains me.
He was a fan of nothing but cakes.
Yeah, he liked nothing Bundt cakes. And he liked the cheddar bay biscuits.
Can you get nothing flavor Bundt cakes? Or is that what we got? Well, they were all right. I don't know.
Remember he liked the cheddar bay biscuits from Red Lobster, and he would go, those biscuits, though.
Those are good. I don't know if there's a Red Lobster left around here anyway.
I don't think so. I'll see if you don't know who Doc Vader is, I'll see if I can find a clip of him and insert it here.
Since you've been here, our patient satisfaction scores have been at historic lows. Talk to me, Doc Vader. Use your words.
Does force choking an administrator count as using my words?
Cap scores. I hate them with a passion. Here's the thing. This isn't a hotel. It's a battle station. We don't have time for turkey sandwiches. If you're not happy, go to the other battle station. I don't have time. Did you die? I'm going to ask you now. Did you die? If the answer is no, the patient satisfaction score should be 100%. Did you die? No?
No, I have not died yet.
Well then, these patients are like, oh my God, I have 10 out of 10 pain. I'm dying. Please help me. You need to see me right now in the emergency. I'm like, you have a freaking hangnail. That's a hangnail. That's a piece of skin off your nail that's paining you a little bit. Go clip it off at home. Why are you in my ER? What's wrong with you people? Unless your arm or your hand has been amputated by a lightsaber, I don't want to see you in the emergency department. It's called emergency for a reason, you nerve herder. Someone needs to educate. I have the sniffles. I want an antibiotic. Oh, you want C. diff? Is that what you want? You want to? I don't care if people are watching right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. What I think is in 2017. Okay, what year is it?
16.
In 2016, it is not easy being a doctor. It is not easy being a nurse. It is not easy being a respiratory therapist. It's hard all around, and everyone in the patients think we're having this great life and we're playing golf and we're eating cake. There's no cake, people. There's just feces and stool and administrators and government, everybody up in our exhaust port, up in our metal grill, telling us what to do. I ain't got time for it no more. Vader is out. People need to raise their kids right. What is going on? First of all these new interns, they don't even have a work ethic. Oh, my work hours, they've run out. I'm like, my work hours haven't run out. I'm on call 24/7, okay? Why don't you man up, own the patient relationship, okay? You don't even see the whole course of disease. But my workout, I need a mental health day. No, you need a lightsaber cutting you in half. That's what you need, you whiny little bitch. EHRs are killing me. The other day I tried to put in a new password. These administrators suck and should all die like Jedi scum. And I got a call from IT. You can't do that. It's offensive. And also there are no numbers, capitals, or unusual symbols. And I'm like, is this an unusual symbol? Can you hear this? Can I use that as my password? No? All right. How about this? Sith Lord 66 and make the S a $sign and make the L capital. And we out. You know I haven't been turned in 4 hours. And right on this buttock, there's a stage 4 decubitus. No amount of force energy is going to heal that. No crystals, no essential oils, no acupuncture are going to heal that. I need a nurse to come and turn me. But they are understaffed, and guess what? The administration will not pay. Oh, but they will pay when the circle is complete and I am the master. Also, can someone turn me? Because I'm not joking about this decubitus. It pains me. Right in the buttock.
Day, you know, like after you spend my own money to buy my own tie, and then everyone's up in my face the whole time. And look, oh, the administrators brought us some croissants. Lovely, lovely. I wonder what they had to sacrifice to bring us that shit, you know? And what do we have to do? We sit in click boxes all day, deal with the drug seekers, can't call them drug seekers, deal with the obese patients, can't call them fat. You know what I want? I just want to be able to be me. That would be a great doctor's day, wouldn't it? Just let me do my damn job. Give me my dignity back, all right? And also, I like nothing but cakes. Have I ever seen not that velvety cream cheese goodness in the lounge on Doctor's Day? No. Do you know why? Because even if it were here, that asshole Dr. Edwards would have already eaten all of it. Because he's a punk bitch. He only drives a C-Class Mercedes, but he acts like he's the shit. And then he dumps these patients. He's like, here you go, Vader. Here's another dump. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. All right? It's Doctor's Day.
You got to remind me to
If
do
not,
that.
we're just here still.
Yeah. So either you saw him or you didn't.
He was a doctor that dressed up like Darth Vader, for those of you that don't know.
And
he was
would-
like one of the original YouTube guys, like the annoying orange and
He was a real
part of
doctor.
that crew.
He is a real doctor. He probably still is. But when he would talk about his decubitus on his buttocks, that was funny. I have a decubitus on my buttocks, and it pains me.
That was back when there was just like 7 YouTubers doing stuff.
So we've been doing something. We've been trying a food delivery service. I'm not going to name the name. You know the names of all of them. Eric, don't. Now I'm going to talk shit about their customers, and they're going to know it's them.
I'm just kidding. You can bleep that out.
Okay, I will. Remind me to bleep that out.
Bleep that out.
Yeah.
Shall I remind you later, or is that good?
No. Yeah, remind me. I'll remember. But
That was
I have a decubitus on my buttocks.
That
Okay.
was on a third joke.
That was the first one. But
Remember the first one?
so we've had some experiences. It's been pretty positive so far. I've actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It is a lot better than doing shit that doesn't matter. It's so much better than doing stuff that doesn't matter.
Nice just being able to
And,
do something and not have 10 people.
So I quit my regular work from home job because it was getting too hard on me because of my situation, my health situation, and I figured if I did food delivery, I can do it when I'm on an up, you know, and not do it when I'm on a down and still make some money. I don't really need to work, but I want to contribute to the household because of how much money I spend on myself.
It's a lot. It's a high number. I got a hole in my armpit too.
You do?
Yeah.
Aww.
My nice dress shirt. This is my Sunday best.
I can sew that up. I have a sewing kit.
Can you really though?
Yeah. Sure I can. It's torn right on the... It'll never be right again, but...
It just ain't ever gonna be right. My hair won't part right.
My hair just ain't gonna lay right. Oh, we were thinking about doing a video where we just talk about our all-time favorite lines from movies. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. We're gonna do it anyway. I just thought I'd make you feel like your opinion matters.
We do whatever we want.
But anyway, so
That's why it's called
Django.
YouTube, because you do what you want. You do. Or something like that.
look at who it is. It's Django. It's Django Berry. Eric hates it when people's pets show up in videos, so I probably shouldn't do that.
That's all right. I mean, most people like it just because I don't like it. I ain't saying you shouldn't like it.
But so anyway, we've been doing this food delivery service, and get out of that! Right in front of me. Anyway,
Yeah, we've been doing a food delivery service.
Yeah, and I've been keeping note of the non-tippers. Someone tipped a penny today, like a penny. And I remember where he lives, and I am very tempted. I could dox him right now. I'm not going to. I'm not going to dox Gage, but I'm not going to dox him, but you know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm going to get a penny, tape it to a piece of paper, and just write, thank you for this 1 cent tip, but I think you need it more than I do. And, you know, drop it off at his door. That's what I was thinking of doing. Just, you know, for fun.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, how stupid and cheap do you have to be to not tip people who are driving their car to your stupid house, usually poorly lit with no house numbers on it, to bring you your stupid, disgusting food and not tip them? How lazy, or, I mean, no, that's not what I meant to say. How cheap and stupid do you have to be not to be considerate enough to tip just a little bit? No, you can't do that. It's so gross. And I try to give them a little grace by saying, well, they got the service fee and they got the delivery fee. Maybe they think that that's...
Honestly, I might think that if I was. I'm not real familiar with actually ordering from them. So
Yeah.
She just orders it.
I do all of that. He goes, burrito, and
How do I go?
burrito. You don't say it like that. Like, what do you want? California burrito. Like, Eric, I'm ordering from Dick's. What do you want? A big hot dog. I know what his order is at every restaurant, but
A good hot dog at Dick's.
yeah, the restaurant's called Dick Swings.
Dick's.
Dick's.
Dick apostrophe S.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
And they used to have shirts that said, I like Dick's better than Hooters.
They did away with those.
And it took me a long time to figure out why that was funny, because I'm so stupid. But yeah, speaking of stupid, if
I
you're...
could have explained it to you. I didn't realize you didn't get it.
It was just at first. I got it eventually. But tip people who are providing you a service. Don't be a cheapskate. And I mean, if you're going to have food delivered to your house and you're not going to tip, get off your lazy ass and go get your disgusting food yourself. Okay? I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but they leaving me a penny?
You can't say that.
I'll beep it.
Okay.
You know?
Turn a light on too. Usually when we deliver at night, we just look for the darkest, blackest hole. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably where it's going. I do have a high power flashlight, but sometimes I'm scared to use it because I don't want to pick the wrong house and shine the flashlight and accidentally shine it in their window. And oh, that's not the right one. And then they're sitting there, why the hell is this guy shining this bright light in?
Mm-hmm. Remember when you thought aliens were shining a bright light in our bedroom?
I do remember that.
I think
It really happened. I don't know what that.
I think he was
Not sure what that was. I could have been dreaming.
I think he was either dreaming or it was the kid next door with his flashlight.
I could have swore I was awake though. I even got up and went outside and looked. And
You went outside? Brave man.
I'm pretty brave.
That's right.
You were right about that.
Yeah.
I'm also very modest.
Yeah. But okay, so anyway, so we've been doing this food delivery service.
That was the fifth joke.
And we just had, a few nights ago, we had our first weirdo. And we both had to encounter him because we went together. So it was at McDonald's. So that should tell you right there, weirdo. And
There's McDonald's everywhere though. There's all kinds of
yeah,
McDonald's.
but are there weirdos at every McDonald's?
Yeah, there probably are, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
but
right.
anyway, Eric got out to get the food, and they just have a window outside, like they have a window to the inside, not the drive-through window, and so you got to stand there and look at your bag of food sitting there, so close yet so far away.
You're just sitting there staring at like, I wish I had that right now so I could get on with my job.
When I turned around to look out the window, because I heard voices, and I'm paranoid at night. Look, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? But it was this guy in hot pants talking to Eric at the window, and I was like,
Are those hot pants? Or hot pants just those tight little shorts? Is it?
Yeah, they were tight little shorty shorts. They weren't
Okay.
quite as short as hot pants, but I don't think he had them styled properly.
I was gonna let him know.
I
but
don't
those
know.
aren't styled quite
I
properly.
don't know if his stylist was working this day. So I don't think they were styled quite properly, but they were cut like hot pants. But anyway, I could tell, I could just see Eric's face. He's like, and
I didn't mind him wearing the hot pants. So he was just telling
yeah, the
me
hot
all
pants
about
weren't the problem. I was just describing him.
Jesus and stuff. And
Was he talking
then
about Jesus?
He was a little bit.
Yeah.
And using racial slurs just
A lot of them.
occasionally. Like, he kind of had this passive aggressive thing going on really bad.
But it escalated
It did.
because Eric got the food and Eric just wanted to get away. He wanted to get in the car. But when he got in the car, we realized it wasn't the right order.
This is after I told the guy at McDonald's the name, and he specifically handed me that bag, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and Eric's just,
You're supposed to verify it and all that.
Yeah.
But that was a non-verification case,
yeah.
if there ever
This
was.
was a verification was unable to be obtained. But so then it was the wrong order. So I had to turn around because I was driving and I'm like, do you want me to return it? And you were like, kinda. He never says yes. I know when his response is yes, it's always kinda.
Yeah,
I know that means yeah.
because I want her to do what she wants to do at all times.
Yeah. So I take the bag and I go up there and I'm walking up there. The weirdo is still there. He's talking to some other girl, and then he like turns around and he sees me and he starts talking to me immediately before I even get close enough to hear what he's saying. Then he's telling me how beautiful I am, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's definitely a weirdo.
I'm so brave. I just sent you back up there to deal. Going back to the bravery thing.
Well, he didn't appear dangerous
No, he
yet,
didn't.
not
really.
yet. And then the guy came to the window, and I'm like, yeah, y'all gave me the wrong order.
And
he,
then you were trying to hand it to the other girl who's...
yeah, it was the other girl's order. And then I showed him the order, and he's like completely confused. I'm like, yeah, Big Macs, that's your thing. You do them. That's a McDonald's thing, because it was for a couple Big Macs and things like that. And, the McDonald's staples. And he asked if he can take my phone for a minute. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Just do it quickly. and the whole time, I'm trying to transact with the McDonald's employee. This other guy keeps talking to me, and he's like this.
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
was in your face.
this is me. Eric is me. This is him. Like,
He kept telling me to look at it. Look at me. Look at me. And I was like, I'm trying to do something here. I'm working.
but he was literally what I would consider in my face. I'm like, this dude needs to step off. And then I turned and I looked at Eric. I think I gave Eric this deer in the headlights look. So Eric got out of the car and walked over to me. And and also another employee came out and told that guy he had to leave. And he's like, I'm black too. He was not black. He was not black. He maybe he was part black, but he was white passing. I'll put it that way. And he's like, I'm black too. I'm a brother too. And then he called him a very derogatory racist term. And he's yelling it in the parking lot in not a white part of town. Not
Surrounded by other people of the same race.
Yeah.
Or that race.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, don't do that. No. And then I told Eric, the guy in McDonald's took my phone, and that guy's like, who took that phone? That N-word? And I was just like, no. And then he got his stuff and he walked away.
I don't even want to agree with that, right? I want to acknowledge what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then he walked away and he was talking to somebody who was in their car, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
He was a handful.
He was something else. And then we got the right order, we left, and then later that night, we got a couple orders, and we were coming back, and I turned down the road by McDonald's because I still say it's the easiest way to get our house if you miss the interstate.
Even
But
though Dashell says otherwise.
yeah, Dashell
Yeah,
says
I say
otherwise. Siri's sister says otherwise. She's wrong. And then I saw the guy walking across the street, and I'm like, look, there's your buddy.
He also told me his name was Eric. After I told him my name was Eric, I don't know if I believe that. You're just trying to make conversation with me.
How dare you try to make conversation with me? And I'm fine with strangers talking to me. That's not the problem. But when you start yelling racist terms, I don't even care if there were no black people around. You just don't use those kind of words. Oh, and then he was also yelling that he's been in prison for 10 years. I'm like, that's not a feather in your cap or anything. But yeah, it was weird. And what else? I wonder what he was in prison for. Probably soliciting. What do you think? What's your guess? We'll never know. But
I don't know.
in case
It's hard
we
to say.
ever run into him again, we can ask him, hey, what'd you do time for there, buddy?
I'm not initiating any kind of conversation with him ever. I'm sure we'll see him again around.
Yeah. He's probably going to become a staple.
We do have a few staples.
Or he's going to get his ass beat. You know what I mean?
I'm sure he's probably had it beat a few times. He's probably pretty scrappy, though.
Yeah. And then I went to another McDonald's, and this was during the day. And I was leaving, I was going to get in my car, and then there was some kind of force that jolted my car. And I looked, and it's these two teenagers play fighting, not really fighting. And the one guy went, dude, it's her car. And he took his sleeve, like pulled his sleeve. He's like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. And I'm like, it's okay. Just be careful in parking lots because not everybody pays attention and you're going to get hit by a car. I'm like concerned about the children. What about the children?
I did drop that one off to the guy. I'm pretty sure had no clothes on and his face made up, all glitter. Which that's
The way
fine,
you
but-
explain it makes me think of Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
He didn't look like Buffalo Bill, but he might have been involved in some of the same activities.
You know that part where he tucks and he's like,
Why he had a bottom floor room
I have to beat
so he
that.
could dig a pit down there,
yeah.
put the girls down there.
Silence of the Lambs is a great movie.
That was a good one.
It puts one time when I worked in the hospital, I was in the scanning room with Z and M, and I was asking, or I was handing this bottle of lotion to Z, and I said, "Could you put this lotion in the basket?" And then I went, "Put the lotion in the basket," and they all started laughing. I'm like, we were all three of us from totally different worlds, but they all got that reference.
You didn't have to give them the hose again?
Yeah.
Did they put it on their skin?
Yeah. Put the lotion on your skin or else it gets the hose again. I hate lotion. I hate the way it feels. It just makes me feel dirty and grimy and gross. Yucky.
Yeah.
I got this comment. I think I told you I got this comment about this one person was just going from video to video of mine telling me how bad I am at makeup. And I just wanted to comment back with
I don't think you can say that.
I'm gonna beat that.
Okay.
And then I told Eric that I wanted to write that, but I didn't. And I deserve credit for not doing that. But because I'm still trying to shock Eric a
I'll
little.
give you credit for it.
Thank you. I'm still trying to surprise Eric a little bit, but nothing. Nothing surprises him that comes out of my mouth.
I'm not easily offended. I don't really understand being offended. I don't get it.
I don't either. I'm just like, people are going to say what they're going to say. Hi, Mom. Hi, Cleo. That's a good girl.
I don't really get any negative comments on my channel. It's not big enough. I've gotten a few. That say
He's
I'm
gotten a
playing
few.
stuff wrong.
And
And I always say, well, when you're playing by yourself, there's not really any such thing as wrong.
I
Play
caught
whatever you want.
I caught one comment I didn't like on his once, and I commented back, I'm protective. So, yeah. But I also feel like I'm 55 years old. There's nothing anybody can say that's really going to offend me. I mean, I've heard it all. Everything that can be said about me or to me, I've said to myself at least 15 times a day for 55 years. So nothing anyone says is going to...
I get annoyed with the advice people.
Oh, I hate the advice
I'm not asking
people.
for advice. I'm doing this exactly the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't need advice. That's the
I'll,
last thing I'm asking for.
I'll ask you. If I want advice, I'll ask you. But the thing, my people, I consider you my people. They don't give advice, like unsolicited advice, but they give information that is helpful, that I welcome that. I just don't want someone to say something like, if I do a Day of the Dead makeup look, I don't want, and it's a pastel makeup look, I'm going way back. I'm going to OG, the cutting board. If I do a pastel Day of the Dead makeup look, I don't want someone chiming in and saying, next time you should outline it all in black. That wasn't the point of the look. It was to be all pastel.
There's probably not going to be a next time either, because you don't really repeat looks. Well, I guess
Not
you do
really.
sometimes.
I do
But-
Annabelle, and I always find that when I do a repeat look, when I do something again, the first time I did it was the best one. You know what I mean? Like Michael Myers, the first Michael Myers I did was the best one. I've done them a few times. I just can't get it to look as good as that first one. The same thing with Annabelle. My first Annabelle was great, and I've attempted her a couple more times, and they're just shit. You know,
Yeah,
I guess they are.
No, I'm just kidding.
I guess it's sort of like a lot of bands. Their first album is their best album because they
A
spent,
lot of them are.
you know,
Not all the time.
a lot of the time. Some of the
Like
time.
Guns N' Roses,
Guns N' Roses,
Korn.
Korn. Like Metallica, wasn't it their first three was the best ones? And then
Yeah.
not counting the garage recordings.
Their third album was really their best one.
Was that Master of Puppets? That's a good one.
I'm kind of partial to Ride the Lightning myself, but
Remember
overall,
how...
Master of Puppets is probably a better album. But
Yeah. I've not heard a Metallica song I didn't like, even from Load and Reload.
what about Mama Said?
I like Mama Said. I hate the
Okay,
video.
fair.
I don't like the video. It's stupid, but yeah. But when remember when Stranger Things came out, the season with Eddie Munson, and he played Master of Puppets on his guitar?
Yeah.
And then all these people came out, like younger people came out and started liking Metallica and started listening to them. And like old school Metallica fans were getting all pissed off at them.
All been out of shape.
Yeah, all bent out of shape. Oh, how dare these new people like Metallica? You know, they have a lot more better songs, but they were listening to them. They were like, oh, this is cool. And they did go and they listened to Metallica and decided, wow, this is really epic music. And then
Was it
Metallica.
Master of Puppets?
Yeah, he played Master of Puppets. And then, so Metallica got a whole new group of fans, younger, but people were so pissed off. Like, why are you mad that the band you love is getting more attention? Don't we want that? Right? Am I missing something? I just thought it was nice that people were...
BC Rich even released the Eddie Munson signature Warlock, I think
Yeah.
is the one he played.
Yeah. Really?
Like the black, red, crackly one.
Yeah. Eric doesn't like warlocks.
I don't. I'm not really a BC Rich fan.
Oh, Joey. Joey Jordison had a signature BC Rich. He had a warlock. It was a warlock, wasn't it? Oh.
It was the white one with the blood splatter on it.
Yeah. And remember when when we were watching that video of Joey Jordison getting his blood drawn at the guitar store because they were gonna, or not at the guitar store, but at the drumstick making place, because they were going to put mix his blood in the paint, and a lot of the drumsticks were gonna have Joey Jordison's blood in the lettering, and somebody had commented, that guy effed that blood draw all up. Like, he put it in his arm and got blood out, so didn't look messed up to me. Was so I'm
There's
like,
always somebody looking for a high horse opportunity.
yeah, I'm like, hi horse. I see that all the time in like people's videos and their comments and stuff. Oh, it's your high horse opportunity. Like one time the cats were playing in the office and Brian was just trying to sleep and I was making a video of it, and I got a comment, why do you let those cats bug him? Like, eat my ass. I'll beep
People
that.
love it. Anytime they see a dog, that's a high horse opportunity.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
gonna
gosh.
chime
If you
in.
bring
You're
her,
doing something wrong with that dog.
somebody's got some pet shit to say. You shouldn't have Clorox in your house with a dog. You shouldn't have protein powder in your house with a cat.
How did they do it? Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah, you think you got it?
Getting the gist.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess we better get off of here. I want to get some deliveries done so we can get these dismal tips from these dick turds. So I'm going to go.
Okay. I'll see you later.
And Eric's got to get ready for bed. He's got to go to his real job tomorrow. So we'll talk to all of y'all later. Bye.